It's another week of being in my keto groove. I'm going to show you what I ate and give you a weigh-in, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you're new here, I have been on this keto journey of mine for a little over 3 years. I am on my mission to lose 100 pounds. I have been teetering around the 80, 90 pounds lost so far number and we are inching closer and closer to that goal of losing 100 pounds. So if you want to see me reach my goal, make sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you find out when all the videos are getting posted. And let me know if you're on this journey. I'd love to hear about you. Leave me a comment and let me know, are you just starting keto? Are you starting low carb? Are you on a weight loss journey? How is that going for you? I'd love to meet you. Posted in the comments below. Now this week I was a little bit all over the place, but not in a bad way. I didn't get off plan. I didn't have any struggles really this week. I just wasn't really consistent. You know how every week I say, this week I'm doing intermittent fasting for 16 hours or 18 hours, or this week I'm doing 1 meal a day and that's what I'm doing. That's my challenge this week. This week was more of like, I'm just living my life and what I feel should happen today is what should happen today. So let me show you what that looked like. Check it out. Good morning, happy Monday. It is 8 a.m. I have been fasting for 16 hours and 15 minutes. I don't normally drink my coffee this early, but I have a bit of a headache, so I think I'm gonna have my coffee. I think I'm getting a little bit of hungry too at 8 o'clock in the morning, but first we're gonna do our coffee and we're gonna see what today's gonna look like, if it's gonna be a 2-meal or an OMAD. I'm not exactly sure, but let's have some coffee. This morning was the caramel coffee with 2 tablespoons of half and half. I'm gonna put a scoop of unflavored collagen and a squirt of this chocolate stevia. Oops, I started eating before taking a picture and taking a video. I've been craving chorizo and egg. I do have these low carb tortillas that I bought. So I made 2 tacos, really overstuffed chorizo and egg tacos with cheese. This is my first meal of the day. We are at Applebee's for Nick's birthday. I've got, I think it's the bourbon chicken with mushrooms and onions. And instead of mashed potatoes, I have broccoli. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It is 10:57. I've been fasting for 16 hours and 45 minutes. I ended up using my Mexican chocolate collagen from Perfect Keto. The only problem is that it's the beauty and sleep, but we're gonna give it a try. I hope I don't fall asleep today. But yeah, happy Tuesday. All right, it is 2:04 and I am sitting down to eat my main meal of the day. I decided to do the blackened chicken tenders. Let me turn this light on. Blackened chicken tenders over a Caesar salad, and I've got some Parmesan cheese that came in the kit. Of course, I did not eat the croutons, and I'm just pretty much eating a ton of this chicken, the naked blackened chicken tenders. Got a little bit left in here, so I may finish that off as well. I don't know. There you go. My 1 meal for today. All right, I have these high-key cookies in my pantry. I've had them for a while. They're a huge bag. I forget where I got them from, but I'm just gonna go put a few of these on my napkin here and have some dessert. It's 12:52. Nick add some high key cookies. All right. Good morning, happy Thursday. It is 10:12. I've been fasting for exactly 16 hours. I'm about to turn that fasting or complete that fast on the Zero app with my collagen coffee. I have unflavored collagen, caramel coffee, the nut pod creamers, and sugar-free whipped cream on top with a squirt of chocolate stevia. All right, for my main meal today, it is almost 2 o'clock. I made some cauliflower rice, the vegetable medley, I guess, for the mixed veggies, and I have some cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese that I put in it to make it nice and cheesy. We made some chicken thighs and chicken legs yesterday, so we are heating them up, steaming them. I don't know how crispy the skins will be, but I will have that on top of my cauliflower rice. And then we are making some air-fried frozen broccoli to kind of add to our meal today. I think I probably have maybe 2 or 3 thighs. And then Caesar is making a salad. He's going to have the chicken thighs and legs, and he made a salad with some guacamole on top and some bacon bits. And that's what it's looking like for Thursday. All right, here is the final outcome. I've got 2 chicken thighs on top of my cauliflower rice bowl with some shredded cheese, some broccoli, and I am drinking my electrolytes. All right, I ran out of bangs, but I did find a cream soda Zevia in the back of my fridge. So we're going in with that today, and it is 4:23. All right, it is 8 o'clock, and I made an apple cider vinegar with lemonade, stevia, cinnamon, and apple cider vinegar. Good morning, happy Friday. I have been fasting for 19 and a half hours already, and I'm about to make my coffee. I ran out of my caramel coffee, so I'm just going to use the regular Columbia, but I put 2 tablespoons of this nut pod creamer, the caramel, and it's only 20 calories for the 2 tablespoons. I'm going to do a scoop of my unflavored collagen. I have ordered with the Labor Day sale for Perfect Keto my chocolate collagen. Sure, I should be getting that in a couple of weeks. We're ready to start our Friday. Let's do it. All right, I have finished walking about, got my 30 minutes of exercise in. Wow, almost 5,000 steps so far. It is 10:39, and I've done 2.39 miles. I am also doing laundry today, so that probably is aiding to all the activity. Happy Friday. All right, it is lunchtime. It is 1:15, and I am eating carnivore lunch today. We had made the chicken thighs and drumsticks earlier this week and then kind of kept them in the fridge. So I reheated these in the air fryer, 2 thighs and 2 chicken legs. And I've got my pink Himalayan salt. I do have some clucking sauce and some sugar-free ketchup if I want to dip it in anything. And then, yeah, that's it. Kind of simple. So as you saw, this week I wasn't really consistent with the exercise that I was last week. It's been raining a lot lately, so I have been forced to do indoor workouts and walking. So what I do is I put my watch to an indoor walk and I just literally run in place and move in place and jump around and walk around and do anything to get movement in for 30 minutes or 2 miles worth of steps. I did get some really great suggestions about walking to lose weight videos, so I will check those out and maybe I'll do a video where I test one of those programs out for you. But yeah, I haven't been really consistent this week. I have been getting my steps in. I have been still trying to get to bed early and get my 8 hours of sleep in. I have been, for the most part, eating one meal a day this week. I believe there might have been one day that I didn't, and just, you know, if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I think on my son's birthday, I ended up with 2 meals that day, and it was early on in the week, and then the rest of the week I was fine. I wasn't really consistent with intermittent fasting. Some days I was doing 16 hours of fasting, some days I was doing 20, and there were some days where it was like, hey, it's 14 or 15 hours and I want my coffee already. So I was very inconsistent. I was very nervous of what that was going to look like on the scale. I wasn't sure if it was going to help my progress or hurt my progress. I just kind of wanted to keep trucking, keep focused, keep in my groove, and ease into September, because remember, September is going to be my no alcohol challenge. And so there's not going to be a glass of wine, glass of champagne, not a low carb beer on the weekends, like all the stuff that has been a normal part of my weekends and of my life. If I'm not doing it every weekend, I'm probably doing it every other weekend at least. So this is going to be a good challenge for both myself and my husband. And I'm so curious to see how that helps us in the month of September to reach our goals. So now for the weigh-in. As you saw last week, I weighed in at 188.4. It was a gain, I want to say, of 0.2 pounds from the week before. It wasn't ideal for me, but as you saw in the last video, I wasn't the best on the weekend. Right after I had weighed in that previous week, I didn't have the cleanest keto on track weekend, and it, I think, resulted on that scale of a 0.2 gain. So I was already kind of feeling bummed about that. But today I weighed in and the scale read 186.8. So that is an official loss of 1.6 pounds. So it's the beginning of September. I'm basically starting September off at this weight. This is my first weight of the month, so we will be checking in every Friday to see how it goes down. My goal for the month, now I'm really sometimes worried about goals because sometimes you can set yourself up for failure, then you get disappointed, and then you want to throw your hands in the air and say, what's the point? But this time I really am just going to put it loosely as I'm going to try and hit that. So that means focus on your goal, make sure that you're consistent, stay on track, continue eating the way that you're eating, and if you do all the things that you set out to do, you should be able to see this type of result by the end of the month. If I receive it, if I see that, then great. If not, I'm okay with it, but I'm going to try and do 2 pounds a week average by the end of the month. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more weeks. So I should be, the goal is to be in the 170s by the end of September, okay? I am putting it out there, I'm writing it down in my journal. My goal is to be in the 170s by the end of September. So whether that says 179.9 on the scale, that would be a victory. So that really is just 7 pounds down, which I think is doable within the next 4 weeks. Wish me luck. I'm going to continue to keep moving. I'm going to keep lifting some weights. I'm going to keep moving my body and getting those steps in. I do want to try those walking videos. I'm going to still stay consistent. I might be doing more ketovore lately, where I'm eating mainly carnivore-ish meals, and then whenever I want a keto type of meal, I think I'm going to implement that. One meal a day seems to be working for me. If I eat more than that, I get hungrier. If I eat later, I get hungrier in the morning. So keeping this rhythm of one main meal in the early afternoon, closing up my window, I'm good for the day, and then have my coffee early in the morning. It's been a good groove, so I can't complain about the one meal a day. I like it so far. And the intermittent fasting, you know, I think it's working. I'm not sure. Some days I feel like, yeah, it's a good thing to do it, and some days I'm like, what's the big deal? But you know, so far so good. And that is it for today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, leave me a comment, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope you guys have a great low carb keto week next week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.